guys, just got back from New Mexico yesterday, cleaned everything up. We took the 22 Creedmoor with the 62 grain ELD-VT bullets. I'm going to talk about that real quick, and then this will be the last video I talk about the Hornady 62 grain ELD-VTs. I got a couple comments, a couple PMs about why I hate on Hornady so much, and I don't. I really don't. I think they're a great company. I think one of the best ammos, factory ammos out there is the 6 Creedmoor, the 108 ELDMs. I will brag on that all day long. The ELD-VTs, I didn't prefer. They shot okay once I switched powder. In one of the last videos, I used Varget and I couldn't get very good groups. I switched over to H40-350 and we got between 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, closer to 3/4 inch groups. We loaded up a bunch and took them to New Mexico, and we shot 4 coyotes. We only had a day and a quarter before the wind really picked up to shoot. So we shot 4 coyotes. We called in 8. A couple doubles we didn't get, and then we had a couple missed shots. Not gonna say who missed, but it wasn't me. The 62 grain ELD-VT bullet on an animal, it was pretty devastating. I don't show graphic images on social media or on our videos. I do have one picture on my phone if you really want to see what it is. So I shot 2 personally, one at 130 yards, and it dropped in its tracks. It did exactly what it's supposed to.
Should I take him?
Nice, I got it. I got it.
See how that fur fly?
Yep. I got it. It was straight on. I shot it in the chest, and it came out on the behind the shoulder. And the hole is about that big on the exit hole. The entrance hole, you could barely see where it was. If I didn't have the coyote upside down and see it drip, I wouldn't have saw where the exit hole or the entrance hole was. But the exit hole is really big. So this is the first coyote with the 62 grain ELD-VTs. I'm not going to show you the entrance hole, but it's pretty big. Dropped this coyote in his tracks. Not a pup, but probably a couple-year-old coyote. Probably, I don't know, probably a 30-pounder. I'm a 28-pounder, somewhere around there. They're super gray. Shot him at 305 with the 22 Creedmoor 18-inch. I held a little high, and that's exactly where I hit. And then we had one running between the trees. We stopped it at 302, and I shot, and I held just a little bit high, and that's where I hit. Same thing. I couldn't see the entrance hole, but the exit hole was the size of a softball. Here in Arizona, our coyotes are generally smaller. We don't save the fur hair. It's just not worth it. Getting $5 for a pelt after you do all the work, to me, it's not worth it. I'm not going to do it. If I was up in North Dakota, Montana, some of the other states where they're, quite a bit bigger and you get a little bit more money, I would consider it. But here in Arizona, we do not. I don't want to say that it's a bad bullet, because it's not a bad bullet. It was a little bit harder for me to reload. It was, you got to remember, it's a longer bullet. It has a secant ogive. In my opinion, in my experience, they're a little bit more finicky to reload, especially with the overall length. You play with the overall length, a lot of guys get it. I used 2.570. I used 2.570 originally, and then I played with the seating depth, and I went to 2.575, and I got a little bit better groups with the same loads. And then I went to 2.580, and it sort of went backwards. So I went with the 2.575. Like I said, it was between a 1/2 and 3/4 inch group. Good enough for shooting coyotes. Both those coyotes I shot, pinpoint accuracy, right where I was aiming, I hit. I just don't like the bullet personally. It's nothing against Hornady, nothing against that bullet. I had one guy ask why I'm using such a light bullet on a 22 Creedmoor. It's designed for the real heavy bullets. Man, if you followed us long enough, you know how I am. I don't care what bullet, what scope, what gun you even use. I mean, I want everybody to use one of ours, but as long as the scope tracks, the gun works, and the bullet works for you. I'm shooting a 45 grain bullet out of my 22 GT. It's definitely not designed for that bullet. It was designed for a match grade bullet, but it works for me. Killed plenty of coyotes with that bullet. So I don't like getting in arguments about that. To each their own. If you think that a cartridge should only use a certain bullet, and if that makes you happy, then run it. I like to experiment with different things. We do a lot of shooting, a lot more than most people. I shoot every week at the range. We take customer rifles, and I usually take one of mine. This is my 6 Creed up here. This is the giveaway gun that we just gave away on the 21st, and then this is an available 308 that we have sitting on the shelf. So run whatever bullet you want. There's nothing wrong with the 62 grain bullet from Hornady. There's nothing wrong with Hornady company. I just personally don't like that bullet. I would prefer to use the 69 grain Sierra Tip Match King with H4350. I get superb accuracy. I still think I get, with an 18-inch barrel, I think I was getting 3460 feet per second. And that works perfect for me. We have a lot more wide open shots than some of the guys in the Midwest, down south and back east do. So I practice out to 550 yards every single week. And it's usually, it's like a 10-inch target that we shoot at. But just run whatever bullet you want. Again, just not knocking anything, not bad mouthing anybody. I didn't like how it performed on the coyotes. I didn't like how it performed on paper. It was too much work for me with the limited time I have for load development. I'm gonna go back. I'm going to North Dakota next Friday. When you see this video, it'll be the Friday after. And I'm taking the 6 Creedmoor up there. I'm gonna shoot that during the day. And I'm gonna probably use Blake's 22-250. He bought 7 years from us as a night gun. So we're gonna probably have one more hunting video coming out after this, and then we have a bunch of other ideas. One of them is to show you the difference in pressures and difference in buffers. I want to be an educational guy and try to use my experience on these ARs, 15s and 10s, and just try to be part of the community, try to help anybody out. I have several people every week email me, PM me, asking for help. Even though it's not our gun, I'm here to help. I want everybody buying our gun, but I also understand that people already have rifles and they just need help, and you know, that's part of what I think we should do as a community, is help people out. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep doing that. We got a bunch more video ideas coming up. This North Dakota trip is probably my last coyote hunting trip until the fall. I don't know if we'll get any big game tags this year. I applied for elk, antelope, and deer in Arizona. Our deer draw isn't until, I believe, April, so gotta wait a little while on that. So more educational things from us, more t-shirt giveaways. The first of every month we'll drop a new one. We have a cool t-shirt this coming month, March. So stay tuned, watch for all the social media channels, and it will be on our website. At the very top of the website, it'll say T-shirt of the month club or T-shirt of the month. Just follow that link and you can buy a t-shirt. We try to do some cool t-shirt designs, and we always give away at least a rifle every month. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate everybody watching, everybody following us, everybody liking and subscribing to our channel. We do a video every 2 weeks, and we release it on Monday night every other week. So stay tuned for more, and you guys have a great weekend.
Is that a cat?
Woo! 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 Woo!